In this session, we're going to go through how to select expenses or payroll checks for reimbursement in time and expense for the construction payroll in Sage Intacct. Since we sync the time over to time and expense, this is where it starts the process to generate your direct deposit file or ACH file. So you're going to need to go into time and expenses, and down near the bottom, you'll see a select expenses to reimburse. You'll click that. And once you go in here, number one, make sure you're in your entity level. And for the payment type, you'll select ACH. So again, this is if you're doing direct deposits for your payroll, you'll select ACH. You can filter out more, but you do not need to. As long as you select ACH, it should show you all the available checks that are ready to process. So after you select ACH, you'll come over to the far right and you'll click the list button. And this should bring up all of the checks that are ready to process. The one thing you do need to be careful of is this system here will default with today's date, and the estimated payment date should be set to the actual date you want to be your check date. So make sure in this scenario, our check date is going to be 2/2/2023. So make sure that is correct. Up at the top here, it'll select which bank account, and that should default automatically. And it will also give you a description of what's in your bank balance, and it will give you warnings if you don't have enough. There you can see here, there's a payment date, and that should be filled in as 2/2. And then basically select the checks you'd like to process. So we're going to pay in full, all of them, and make sure our date is correct. And basically then you'll click save. And there's where you're going to get the error message that your bank account has less in it than what you're trying to run your checks for, and that's okay for this sample. We'll click OK, and it will generate those files. Now you'll notice if you try it again and click list, nothing will be available because you've already processed them over to that process. So this will take us into the next step, which will be to generate the actual ACH direct deposit file. Then you'll be all set. Thank you.